Hello,
Hello，
hello，
大家好，我们 Jarvish. 我叫唐贤浩. I'm going to go to English now. We are Jarvish. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm here with, my name is Don Marino. I'm the head of business development. This is our CEO and founder,
Hi.
Jeremy Liu, and our CTO and founder, Younger Lang. So we're here to talk to you about Jarvish, and we'd like to introduce you a little bit to the project. We're going to do this kind of in an interview format. I hope you don't mind. So Jeremy, how long ago did you start Jarvish?
We started the company in 2014. This is actually our second company. I work in a company called Foxconn. I probably you're aware of that. This is a company produced the iPhone, the evil company. Sorry about that. And I worked there for 10 years. So Younger and I, we know each other for like more than a decade. We know how to produce, design, develop, and produce electronic products.
So why a helmet?
We are in the country with the highest density of motorcycles. Scooters, motorcycles is part of our life. So when we start to develop a new product, we think that why not? This is kind of a perfect product for wearable, but there are a lot of obstacles we need to overcome when we start a company. And well, at the end, we did overcome them, and we completed the first generation. And this is actually our second generation smart helmet.
So tell me a little bit about the first generation. I know you've had some success here locally in Taiwan. Can you tell me about that?
This is a smart helmet that we co-brand with one of the most prestigious brand in Europe called Laser Helmets. This helmet is won the award of 2016, the best flip up, the modular helmet by Laser Helmet, and the chairman of Laser gave us this helmet shell to start the integration of our electronic system into this helmet. And we did a sales kind of local crowdfunding here in 2016, and we managed to shift 500 units of this Laser Monaco Evo S helmet in Taiwan.
And how many units have you shipped totally?
We continue to cooperate with Laser. So we have the open face, we have the flip, we have the modular, and we managed to ship 4,000 of them.
Wow.
In Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and some in Indonesia.
I also know that you have you've been working with some local law enforcement on a helmet.
Yes.
Do you have an example of that you can show us?
Yes. This is smart police helmet. We call smart police helmet. That I think we ship more than 300 of them to police force in Taiwan. No, many in Taipei. The police use them for event recording, and because we have a special feature, a real-time video streaming. So the police is actually using them to do the event recording at the same time, transmit the video in real time to their own server, their own file storage, so they can analyze the video later on by their own.
So tell us about this new product and why did you go to Kickstarter?
We start in Taiwan, but we are not sure if we would catch your attention elsewhere. So we start with a low budget to just kind of test the market. But before we start, we have the product already in development. And for Jarvish X, it's actually in the process of entering the mass production phase.
So Jarvis X is the one that you're selling on Kickstarter, right?
Well, actually, we use the same system we sell in the first generation, but we enhance it with additional features in the second generation in Jarvis X. And we are actually planning to launch in March here in Asia, and we are very confident we are able to deliver in April. So we say, why not? We just try Kickstarter.
What is the major new feature that you're including in the new product?
For the Kickstarter, we have launched two models. One model is the extension of the first generation. We have the front camera to do event recording, and also for the riders to analyze the video later on. And also we add the wireless charging feature. And also we add the auto sensing feature. So if you take off the helmet, the system will know, and it will just put into sleep mode. When you wear it on, the system will know you're going to use the helmet, and it will turn on automatically. This is actually to save the battery life.
So there's a big difference in price point between the two models that you're offering on Kickstarter. What's the difference between those two models?
We offer the second model in this generation. That's the SAR. This is the most challenging helmet that we ever built. We use the latest cutting-edge technology. This is the waveguide head-up display that only one of the few those giant tech company use in their product. And we are the first one we ever use in smart helmet. So, and that technology is very expensive. Mm-hmm. Right? But the purpose of having that head-up display is that we want the user to experience the latest technology in our product, and only that, and also we put a rear view camera. Mm-hmm. So the riders actually can see what's going on behind them through the HUD, because we have additional rear view camera in the helmet as well.
Younger, can you talk a little bit about the waveguide technology that they use in the monocle?
Yes. First of all, it's see-through, so there's no concern about that. The virtual imaging may block what you're going to see in front of you. So it's good to safety, to the riding, and it's very thin. So it's quite good to the safety of the mechanical design of the helmet, because we are going to take use of the shadow with the liner, with the structure to provide some safety to the rider, and the mechanical design of the waveguide, the combiner, is quite thin. And one more thing is quite important to the rider is this use case is not for indoors. Right. It's not like for gaming. It's not like for stimulation indoors. It's going to be used outdoors. So imagine that in quite strong sunlight, you still have to manage this type of use cases. And our designs are fully capable for outdoors uses. And no matter it's in sunlight, no matter it's in, I guess for example, you are running into some situation like it's cloudy. So the situational lightness may be changed from time to time. Yeah.
So I know one of the concerns that people have as far as safety is concerned is changing your focus. How does the waveguide monocle help reduce the need to change focus?
The focus is actually designed at infinity, and the virtual imaging is floating in front of you at about 3 meters away from you. So you could imagine that you can see something like key information for things like speed, for things like system alert, for things like turn-by-turn navigation, this type of information in front of you. So it's quite very quick information. It's in form of something like very good graphic design, and it's distinguished with the image in front of you.
Right, so you don't have to look down and look back up. You it's right there out in front of you. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. We're going to be doing a product demonstration shortly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One by one.
Yeah, one by one. So we can talk about some of these things. So just so everybody knows, a little bit about what the process is going to be here. This was kind of a little bit of the introduction and the project and some of the people, so we can have a little discussion and just kind of start people understanding what we're trying to do here. Then we're going to spend about 20, 30 minutes on a product demo. And Carol, or who's going to be doing the product demo? Sorry.
Carol.
Carol.
We have actually start the demo of one of the features here. That's the built-in camera. As you can see here, we are doing we are actually in the preview mode. So this is what actually the video is going to be like when you wear the helmet, when you use the helmet. Okay, so you see this is real time, and we can have this real time footage goes to your Facebook, your social media, right?
So when I ride, I can like we're live streaming now. I can live stream my ride right to my Facebook or
yes, all by voice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, all in real time, and you can activate it by voice, and you can shut it down by voice.
Excellent, 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 excellent. And Carol's going to come back in here and do the demo.
Yeah,
show us more.
Yes, we have more than 30 embedded voice command, just in case when you go off grid, right? You have no internet connections. You still can make use of the building, the embedded voice command inside the helmet.
Okay. Well, why don't we let Carol come on over here, and we'll get out of the way, and we'll give you Lovin' and Carol.
All right.
To do this. This is Carol Go, one of our. You were a PhD researcher, right, or researcher at one of doing things in VR, right? Yeah, and she came to work for us as one of our designers. So go ahead, Carol.
Okay. Add that display. Turn off display.
Okay, now let's do that again and just point that out. Jeremy, could you just point out where it's coming? So if you look up here, she's using a voice command to move the heads up display. Go ahead.
Heads up display.
You see it comes down now?
Turn off display.
Okay.
So this is still the prototype, but many of our backers ask questions if they can wear the glasses when they're still using the head-up display, and the answer is definitely yes. Okay, so you can see there is all voice trigger, and we have reserved also the room for you to wear glasses, right? This is still prototype, so don't worry about the noise because we're going to eliminate that in the future. But this is the part that we say is the most expensive part, because as you can see, it's very thin. That's the only key features that we decided to use this head-up display, because it then can pass the homologation.
So what type of, I'm just curious, Jeremy, what that technology is similar to what other sort of, VR?
There are only a few companies that today has this technology, and one of the famous use case is HoloLens. Of course, the pattern, the things are different, but the waveguide technology inside is the same, similar. So we are actually using similar technology in our helmet.
And HoloLens is very expensive, right?
HoloLens is like $3,000 per set, and they're moving to the second generation.
And we're adding this for about an extra $500 or so.
Yes.
Yeah. So kind of interesting.
Smart tail light.
Okay. So one of the other features is the smart tail light. Would you like to explain that, Younger?
So we have, as you may see, that we have a camera. In addition to camera, we also have different type of sensors built within the helmet. So with the help of the sensors, we can understand the behavior, the riding behavior of the rider. So imagine that with the sensors, in the case that if there's any issue with the rider, if it's something like you go decelerate the bike, if you would like to take use of the microphone to control the pattern of the rear, the tail light, this type of things can be controlled by the smart system. And this is not going to be just to make the helmet very different with the typical one, the smart one, but also it's quite helpful to the safety, because in the back, everybody is quite aware by the guys in the rear blind spot vision.
Any other key features that you'd like to show?
So we are also, I think I can announce this now. Today the helmet is embedded with 30 voice command designed by our own. Right, all those voice commands that you normally use is all in there. But we understand that you are used to Siri, you are used to OK Google. So we have also the connected AI chatbot fully integrated in the system as well. Okay, but what
does that mean?
It means we have when you want to trigger voice trigger Siri, you are able to do that because your phone book is actually in
so you can say, hello,
I can't
Siri?
Call mom, and the Siri will help you to call your mom.
Gotcha.
Right, call my mom. Right, for OK Google, most of our customers in Taiwan they use for navigations.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they say I want to navigate to 101, and well, in that case, we actually trigger OK Google, and they would pump up the Google navigation for you.
In the screen or just the turn by turn?
Right now, we are selling Taiwan without a HUD.
Right.
In the future, we will. But the future is we would like to build our own navigation software. We are partnering with the world's second largest mapping company.
Okay, can you say what that is?
I can officially announce that's HERE technology. This is the map that is used today in Mercedes-Benz, in BMW, and Audis. Okay, we are the only one right now. Smart helmet company partner with them, so we're going to build our own navigation software. But the reason is that we want to help our riders, even when they get off grid, which happens most of the time, they still can use the navigation software in our Jarvish app. Okay, so even you have no connection with your smartphones, our app will still help you navigate to the destination that you want.
So one of the questions that I just noticed somebody popped up, and I know we're going to do Q&A later, but I think this is actually a good question, is why are we waiting so long for the product? Why do we have to wait, basically another quarter, I believe, before you ship it?
Well, let me explain to you the pricing model we are doing here from the first generation. Firstly, we will select the helmet that has already the ECE DOT homologations.
So in other words, the helmet shell is already approved.
Yes, we always pick out the best helmet shells that's available from the manufacturer. Okay, so the first generation we will offer by laser. They give us the best flip modular helmets they have, and we do our electronic integrate inside, and resubmit the homologations. Because we only sell it in Taiwan, so at the time we only pass the CNS. But now we are doing the same, repeating the same pattern. So we have the best helmet shell available from the manufacturer. This is designed by a professional German helmet design company. And the helmet shell itself has already ECE, DOT homologations. Okay, but this is for European headphones at this time. So now we are building our system integrated in with the helmet shell, and resubmit again the ECE and DOT and plus the CNS homologations.
Understand.
Okay, and then that take time, but we still manage to ship the Jarvish X by April timeframe.
Okay, so you think about 4 months in order to get to finish up the testing and get it shipped.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because normally it would take like 2-3 months to get the resubmit the homologation and get the sticker back.
Okay. One other question that was asked is do you have any concerns about that eyepiece that drops down in an accident? I mean, could that be a problem?
Well, this is like you are wearing additional pair of glasses. Okay, and also when we design the head-up display, we actually follow the standard of this visor. So what it is, imagine you are putting additional visor right in front of you. Okay, but the strength, the protection, the test is the same as what they do today with this visor.
Okay.
This is how we show that you have the fundamental protection. And secondly, when you're riding high speed, we have to say sorry that when you are riding at like over 100 kilometers per hour, we might by software retract the head-up display. This is for your own safety reason, right? We don't want you to use the head-up display when you are riding like 100 kilometers per hour. So that's going to be one of the things we will announce very soon.
One of the other, since you have the visor in your hand, one of the other questions that just recently popped up is the visor auto darkening?
I know the photochromic visor is requested by many backers. We're also talking to transition. In our first generation with laser, they have the transition. See, this is the logo here, transition. And we saw many of transition visors. The only problem is that we need to get transition to approve on this additional model, right? But at the same time, we are talking to our manufacturer if they have any other solution for the photochromic visor, and we are waiting for their response. But for sure, we'll provide photochromic visors for our backers to purchase as an option, as an accessory. But right now, we provide the electroplate visor to all our backers.
Okay.
Okay. And also the anti-fog.
Oh, anti-fog.
Yeah, the anti-fog features. It's all in the visor we provide to our backers right now.
Are there any other features that you want to show right now, or do you want to go on to the questions? What would you like to do, Jared?
I think we can go on to the questions, and maybe we can have Carol to jump back and do more.
Okay, great. So Carol's off screen for everybody who's watching. Carol, when you want to show something else, just raise your hand and we'll bring you in. Okay. Okay. So the first question here is, which is a good question, a fair question, is why only a $50,000 goal, which is only like 200 units. People are sometimes suspicious of unrealistic targets. That doesn't seem like enough funding to run the product line. Do you have other funding available? How do you plan to get this done?
Well, actually, when we decided to do the Kickstarter crowdfunding, the product is already in development. So we are not relying on the crowdfunding to fund the entire project, which I think is not possible. It's a very expensive product. So we have the low bar just to test the market to see if we should go global. And it seems we definitely need to do that because the reaction is the feedback is very good. So we decided to go global. But this $50,000 is actually for the cost, I think, for the homologations.
Right.
So we're going to use that for the safety homologation for EC and DOT.
Yeah, and also, I think one of the things that we talked about before is that these helmets, you're using the same helmet already, right? So you have a supply of helmets.
Yes.
You're just putting in new electronics and different software, basically. And the heads-up display and a few other features.
Yes, we actually resubmit. We actually put the same, enhanced electronic system design into the carbon fiber helmet, which is already get all the homologations, and resubmit again the ECE and DOT.
Okay.
Okay, and in terms of the software, we have OTA, so it will be all remote upgradable.
OTA is the short of over-the-air upgraded software.
Yes.
On the helmet side as well as on the phone side.
Yes. So just in case, if in the futures we finish the integration and have the here map in our app, all our JARVISH helmet riders who purchased laser Monaco helmet before will all enjoy the same feature.
One of the people, Brendan, I think, is asking a question about the magnetic dongle breakaway that might be a solution for drivers who travel long distances.
Yes.
So first of all, let's just, before we jump into this question, you're very proud about the battery. Can you talk a little bit about, the battery that you use inside the helmet? All
right, this is the battery we use inside the helmet. All right, as you can see, no liquid inside. Okay, no liquid inside. That means no leakage of the lithium-ion liquids. Okay, in case if the worst thing happens. Okay, and you can actually cut this. This is a so-called solid-state lithium-ion batteries. That means it's made by ceramics. Ceramic material. Ceramic material. So you can cut it, you can burn it. There's no
doesn't catch fire.
No, not at all.
No Samsung problems.
No Samsung problem. All right, you will not get any smoke. Okay.
Okay.
So and we even test that when anything happens, penetrations. Okay, the temperature that in your skin will not over 43 degrees.
Okay.
The worst case. All right, will not over 43 degrees.
And if I remember correctly, this is being used in the military right now, right?
That's the reason we called it military.
Military grade.
Great, because it's very expensive.
Okay, so that but you have a limited life on those, right?
Sorry?
A limited lifespan. I mean, before you run out. I mean, my problem with my phone is the battery keeps on running down. What do you do when you run down the battery on the helmet?
Oh, we have. That's the reason we introduced wireless charging this time. So we have a wireless charging. Have a magnetic cable. So if you want to ride in long distance, you can have this wireless charging plug into the power bank in the smart bag, which we're going to announce for the Christmas.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. So you have the extension of the cable, stick on your helmet, and it will extend the usage of the helmet for another 2-3 hours.
Got it. So how long?
And it is safe.
So how long can somebody go with one charge?
For the JARVISH X, 6 hours.
Wow.
But some people say they need 12. Okay. And for the XAR right now, unfortunately, because of the AR, it can only last 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes.
Okay. But with this dongle, it would get what additional?
With this dongle, I think at least additional 2 hours.
Additional 2 hours. Excellent.
Yeah. It depends how big the power bank that you want to use.
Okay, so the next question is from John. John says, I love your helmet and I would love to sponsor its development if it was a flip-up helmet. Do you have any plans to develop a flip-up helmet design? I feel it would make a real impact on developing such a helmet as I tour and need a flip-up helmet as they are far more versatile.
Okay, we have a flip-up helmet, John, but we're not gonna put an AR on it because it will increase the weight, which you would not like it. So if you like the flip-up helmet and you like the smart features that we offer for JARVISH X, you need to wait until probably middle of next year, because we're gonna have the 3rd generation with laser, and this is the flip helmet, the same flip helmet that we're gonna use.
And this is a flip-up helmet, right?
This is open face.
Open face. Sorry.
This is open face.
Okay, got it. Sorry. Christiana asked the question if we had a visor auto darkening. I think we answered that. Christopher asked the question. I wonder if there's a way you can make the metal stamp of the owner's name, or maybe it's a safe plastic that goes on the back neck area. Something that can be removed without breaking it, or maybe a serial number tied to the owner. But a neat personal touch, maybe exclusively to the Kickstarter backers.
We'll consider that.
It's a good idea.
It depends how far you go.
I don't like the unique number though. That sounds a little bit too much like a prison number. But maybe having some sort of a plastic thing that you could stick on would be really nice.
Okay, we will definitely consider that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph asks, should all the functions be used also with a scooter, such as a gas gauge? If not, what are the limitations of scooter usage?
We actually part of one of the scooters in Taiwan. We cannot disclose the name because of NDA. But actually, it's really depend on the scooter's manufacturer for them to give us the information from their scooter, and our helmet is fully ready to receive the information and then be the interface with the rider. So it depends on which scooter you're riding.
Great. Okay, Michael asked the question. I think we've answered this one already. Will Jarvis XAR be able to charge while it's powered on, mainly while we are riding, either the USB cable or other wireless charger, as a wireless charger looks like it's magnetic?
Yes.
I think you said it is magnetic.
It is magnetic.
Extends the life of battery.
And we give the magnetic wireless charging cable to every of our bakers right now.
Adi asked the question, do you have a helmet sun blocker?
No, we don't. Because we have the electroplate visor already, and I hope soon we will have the photochromic visor for you. But we don't want to add additional sun blocker inside, which increase the weight. Yeah,
and a little bit. And zinc oxide is pretty cheap.
It doesn't look good.
Okay, Matt asked the question, visor auto darkening. We answered that. Cameron asked the question, will the helmet look pretty much just like the one in the Kickstarter, or will there be different, will there be a shape change, and will the other different colors?
There will be different colors. I don't know if I can announce this now, but there will be different colors, options for you to choose, all right, which we'll announce 2 weeks later. All right, we will announce 2 weeks later. But you can change that if you want. All right, so we will announce different color patterns for the still full carbon fiber, full face helmet. So we will announce that. You can change if you want. What's the question?
Well, he said, will there be different? He said, shape change? Any shape change?
There won't be any shape change. That's already fixed.
So interesting question as being the only Weigoren in this group. Weigoren is foreigner in Chinese. Tell them a little bit about the difference about the padding, depending on, if you're like me or you, and the difference about padding and how that changes. And that's one of the interesting minor problems that you had to solve.
Right. The thing is we actually create a comparison table because we work with a manufacturer which produced probably the world tier 1 helmet. AGV, all those tier 1s. So we got all the sizes references from them, right? So we have a very good comparison table for you to choose. Just in case that still doesn't fit well or 100% perfectly, we guarantee you a free return if you want to do the swap. And secondly, when we ship the helmet to you, in the package, we have a liner, 1 and lower size. So we give you an additional 2 pair of liners for you to do the quick change yourself. To save you time to send the helmet back and wait for the helmet again. Right, so we have this.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, technical issues. I wanted to get to see if there's anybody on the chat line who wants to who wants to add any other questions. Now, the other question that was asked is we've talked about this before, but the question is, how confident are you that people will actually start getting helmets in April?
Very confident.
Why?
Because the helmet is already produced. Mm-hmm. And now we are waiting the homologation stickers.
So is the electronic design done?
Electronic design is fully done.
Fully done.
Yes, the molding and everything is already done.
Software?
Software is software upgradable from what we have right now,
Right.
and we're gonna add here navigation software into our app, which even is not ready when we ship the helmet. It's still software upgradable in the future.
Okay. So, but you have software that works.
Remember that
The software is being used by 4,000 users right now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's actually the second generation.
This is the second
Yeah.
generation.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the helmet, you have the electronics, you have the software.
Yes, and we need to wait for the homologation sticker.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like you're pretty confident that you'll make it.
We are.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So we have some other questions here. We have another one from Christopher. Will Jarvis be able to connect with other Bluetooth services such as Sina?
Sina.
Anybody know what Sina is?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
We do our best. But right now, our main focus is to ship the helmet and fully comply with all the homologations. I know our customers has different gadgets that they would like us to do the interoperability. For example, Sena device is one of them. We will do our best. But right now, we don't have a resource for that yet, but we will definitely look into it.
Okay, so this next question that Christopher Wilson asks is maybe best done by a demo, okay, which is how many functions will be voice operated as opposed to actual buttons on the helmet. And if you give us a second, we're going to have Carol put the helmet back on, and she can run through some of our voice or voice commands. I think there are 30 current voice commands.
Yes, and it can be. We have all languages. Right. Right now we have English, but it adapts all languages for those 30 commands.
Okay. Okay. So Carol, come on in, and we'll you can show some of the other 30 voice commands. So we'll all make room for Carol. Carol.
Music.
Okay. Wait. Get in front. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you can show that.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Show.
Control music.
Okay. So she's trying to speak up. Project your voice.
Play music. Okay. So the voice command, we can control the music. And next song. And pause music. Yes.
Okay.
So,
What else? Can you show something else?
yes. Hi, Jarvish. Navigate to gas station.
Okay, always the fear of doing it. And now she says it's coming in her voice. She can hear it, so you'll have to believe that. But trust me, it is. I can actually hear it from here.
Here's my phone. So, okay.
Okay, so
Hi, Jarvish. Sorry. Hold on. Hi, Jarvish. Navigate to gas station. I did not connect to internet. Because
the issues with a live demo, it is. But at least you know it's not canned, right? You know, so.
Hold on.
Yes.
Actually, you rely on Siri to do the work.
Right.
So it has to be connected to the internet.
Okay, so we have a couple other while you get connected to the internet. Let me no. Sit down.
Stay.
Because actually, the next question is a good one that falls right into this, which is, what are the benefits of having Wi-Fi available?
Oh, because we have one of the features is doing the real-time video streaming. So and you want to do it real time. So from the helmet to the smartphones, you can't rely on Bluetooth because it's too slow. So we have a low power Wi-Fi between the helmet and the smartphone because it's very short range. The power is very safe, and to transmit the real-time video to the smartphone. And we leave the rest of the work to the smartphone to transmit the video data to the cloud.
And in addition to live video streaming, the videos captured from either the front camera or the rear camera can be stored in the internal flash storage on the main electronics within the helmet. So imagine that if you are not in your house, if it's riding in outdoors, imagine that if you would like to take the video footage from the helmet, in the case that you have the high-speed Wi-Fi connection in between the helmet and the phone, so you can use your phone app to do some further operations, like to share with your friends, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, Carol now has Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Jarvish. Navigate to gas station. Siri's talk to me.
Okay, good. Okay. We have some more other questions. Let's keep on. Oh, sorry. No, but actually a follow-up question, which is a good question, is if the voice command doesn't work for whatever reason, are there buttons that you can control?
Yeah, we have the volume up, volume down.
Can you show the buttons inside the helmet?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes, maybe I take off.
Take off.
This is demo.
This is a button because we want to keep the bottom as few as possible. So we have only two buttons. So one button is actually for you to switch on and off. The other button is for you to connect Bluetooth and Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And when you turn on the helmet in use, the button becomes volume up and volume down.
Okay. I'll get back. Stephen asked the question, is it possible to remove the Jarvish logo from the helmet? Well, as a marketing guy, I would say, why would you ever want to remove the logo? It's a valuable trademark that you want to be proud of.
It looks so sexy. We will try to make the logo dimmer. We promise you that you will make it less obvious for your request.
But I will say it is on by sticker, so you can remove it at your own risk.
No, it's not by sticker.
It's not by sticker.
This is a prototype by sticker, but when we ship them, we want to print.
Okay.
We love our Jarvis logo, but we promise you will not make it so obvious. So it becomes like a dark color, but it's still there.
Okay. Another question: will video be seen within the helmet?
With HUD1?
Yeah.
So the rear view.
The rear view
can be projected.
Yeah, so the rear view you will see. So you'll be able to see the rear view, and that's it. Right?
Yeah. You are looking at the front. Why you need the front view in your heart?
No, I understand. I'm just asking the question.
Maybe in the future, yes, because we can add some augmented reality images in the front. In case there's a fog, there's things, the camera can help you to analyze the surrounding environment and do the analysis. But believe me, that's been the case when there's a 5G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael asked the question, will this come with a wireless charger as part of the Kickstarter package? I think that's what he's asking.
Yes. The wireless charger is already in.
Reach to 35.
Yeah, we will put that as one of the stretch goals.
Yeah.
Yes, we will put it in anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you talk about the noise cancellation features of the helmet?
We have an active noise cancellation, but we put it voice trigger because we don't want to cancel all the noises for you. We don't know whether it suits you or not. All right. So we leave it to your choice. You can activate the noise cancellation by voice, or you can shut it down by voice.
What has been the experience of the Taiwanese users? Are they using a lot of the noise cancellation, or do you know what?
Most of our customers here, they ride scooters for short distance.
Right.
So they're not riding high speed. Even the helmet is perfectly safe, but noise cancellation feature is not mandatory for them.
Right, right.
But
So-
we understand because, well, Laser, the chairman told us that when he's riding like 200 kilometers per hour, he needs these kind of things to minimize the wind cutting noises. So yes, that's the reason we decided to implement this feature.
So in other words, what you're finding is that at low speeds, you don't really need the noise cancellation, but at higher speeds, you do.
Remind you that the surrounding noises is sometimes important for your own safety. All right, it's upon your choice to eliminate them, but we leave it to your choice.
Christopher says, which is exactly the point that we were making, wind noise is a major concern with riders, which you agree.
Yeah.
And that's why you have the noise cancellation.
Yes.
So no problem. Let me see what else. Okay. Will there be sufficient vents to cool the riders on it? Why don't we show the vents?
So we have two ways. There's a ventilation system.
And one more in front, right?
Yeah.
Here too. So one of the things that so one of the things that just to understand, the first 4,000 units were basically shipped in tropical environments. So so keeping the helmet cool was very important for us. We believe that we've been able to do this so far.
We tried in a difficult environments because in the environment, tropical environments like Taiwan, you would have a lot of high humidities, and this is the best place for us to test the camera. For example, when we firstly introduced the camera, we have customer complain about the fog inside the camera lens, right? And this is through time we improve that and we solve the problem. So this is actually the best place to test the helmet.
Okay, here's a good question that Francisco asks. Will you guys be collecting riding data for analysis? The answer is not currently. That's not. Interesting question is that I would ask you, should we be? I mean, if you think about it, for safety, it could make a lot of it could make a lot of difference, kind of worldwide if we were collecting sort of, traffic data or data about dangerous curves. I know that we talked about with one country where they're very concerned about their own road system and trying to determine where the accidents occur and why they occur.
Yeah, but we don't want to collect your data, believe us. We are not the data company who try to steal data.
Okay.
We only want to help you to record at where you've been traveled and how much mileage you've been traveling, right? And even some data for your own personal usage. But we never want to collect your data, and I don't think we are allowed to do that anyway. So in our mechanism, we have the data stored in the SD card. You can make your own use of it, and we have the data stored in the cell phone, and you can make use of yourself. But what happened after that, we don't touch.
Stephen asked a question: does the chin strap use a D-ring? The chin strap.
Double D-ring.
Yes, double D-ring. It's safer. It's costs a little bit more.
Yeah.
To us.
Okay. Tianmin asked the question, do you have different head shapes like round oval, long oval, etc.? You might have missed the earlier discussion about this, but we were talking about that's actually one of the big differences. You can see from our two faces, our two head sizes are quite different.
Yeah.
So that is very, that's a significant difference. And we have, what different type of head sizes do we have?
We have 5 head sizes, starting from small, medium, large, extra large, extra large. And we might do XXX large helmets, or actually 6. But you can tell us which size you want when you purchase the helmet, and we give you additional two size liners.
Okay.
Right, in case you find the other one is better fit.
And what about for shape? I mean, do you say
the shape is fixed. You can't change that because when you submit the homologations, they actually it's very strict. You can't change the shape, and you cannot add additional things on top or anything. It got to be very clean.
No, but I'm talking about for the liner. I mean, can you say I have a narrow face or I have a round face or something?
Oh, that's what we call Asian headphone and European headphones, and this is a universal.
Okay,
so it fits European headphone and Asian headphones.
Got it. I hope that answers your question. Next question from Christopher. Will your navigation software be live? So let's talk about the navigation software. We're just now starting on the navigation software.
Yeah. Right now, all our users use Google Navigations. So in the future, we will give our user choice of using Google Navigation, Siri Navigation, or our own Jarvis navigation based on here map. And
then there's a follow-up question that he asked, which is, will the navigation be updated via the internet for real traffic changes?
Oh yes, that's one of the features provided by here.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's in your new. That's in the software that you will eventually have.
Yes.
And even Google does that, don't they? To a certain
Google
degree?
does not provide that.
They don't. Okay.
They don't.
Okay. Camman asked a question. Can you also talk about active noise cancellation? Is it good as earplugs? We did talk about that earlier. Camman, I don't know if you got that. It basically says we have active noise cancellation that you can turn on, turn off. Our experience in Taiwan is that at low speed, short distances, people are not using the noise cancellation, but at high speeds, it is needed and does seem to be very effective. You'll have to try it and tell us what you think. That's something we can always improve also. Stephen asked a question, will you allow app plugins to be added to the helmet?
So one more question from Christopher. Talk about the navigation.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. Okay. So Stephen says, will you allow plugins to be added to your helmet? Now, I assume app plugins, he means like different apps. And I know that we've always talked about the idea at some point of having kind of an open architecture for people to develop other riding apps for us later on. But that's not going to be available right now. That's kind of more in the future.
We probably will not do that in the short term.
Right. Yeah. That's more of a long-term goal.
Because we want to make sure that our app it's fully compatible with the helmet that we provided to you, because the user experience is very important to us. And we simply cannot trust others to do the app for us without approval. So yeah, that's going to be a while for us to open the door for that.
And a lot of that is driven by the user base, to be honest. The more users we have, and the more the users like, and the more they demand apps, the more we're open to basically including other apps. But right now we want to get the technology out. We want to get it tested. We want people to like it, and then have the user community help drive what the new features are. Frankly, what is the manufacturer's warranty on the helmet?
When you start using the helmets, we give a 13 months warranty. 13 months warranty. We give 24 months warranty on the helmet shell. Mm-hmm. 30 months warranty on the electronic, and 24 months is on the shell. But we will propose very soon extended warranty policy. So this is something that we will present to you in the coming 2 weeks.
Okay. Next one is how well does the camera work for low light?
This camera actually is built for low light. The reason is that we built the camera for event recording. Remind you that event recording is different from action camera. For the action camera, you need to be very colorful, and sometimes we implement the anti-shock.
Very vivid and
but we don't do that because we actually build the helmet for your safety. So we would like to record the event even in low light situations. So the camera is highly light sensitive at night. So you will be able to record the number plate very clearly even at night in a low light situation.
So the similar sensor used for our design is quite different with those one used for the camera phone. So in short, the pixel size is much bigger than those one used for the phone camera design. I suppose that we may offer some rear shot taken in the night for their reference.
We have many videos taken by our riders in Taiwan, and we're more than willing to share with you.
They can easily understand.
Yeah.
Another question is, do we have a customer service number if there's any problems?
Oh yes, we're going to set up a global customer hotline, for you to email us, to call us, right? This has been well established and prepared up soon after the Kickstarter campaign, and we will also have an Indiegogo in-demand campaign. And after that, we will have this announced. To be very honest, we have also worked very closely with Amazon, so the product will be on shelf in Amazon soon after we finish the shipment to our bakers.
Okay, so next question. Can the helmet be charged while it is powered on riding? It doesn't have to be turned off to be charged. We already talked about that. We're going to have the ability, basically a wireless charger that you can basically stick on the side of the helmet while you're going. We think that should be able to increase another 2 hours of life to that.
Yeah.
Chris asks, when will the helmets be available for review from various websites?
We actually prepare before the end of the year. We're going to send 2 helmets to one very well-known KOL in US. And in January, we are preparing around 15 helmets to send to all these different KOLs for review. YouTubers.
YouTubers. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the things is that also as part of this is that I was with you when we did some of the reviews with like Engage and some of the other
motorcycle.com.
Motorcycle.com.
Yeah.
To just show them what the demos looked like, or not the demos, but the prototypes looked like. And I think those are some of the people that are going to be involved.
Yeah, last time we do the review day with the journalists from the United States in San Francisco, and Younger has already done it once, also in London, and myself I also done it in Paris. So we actually received quite a few of interviews, and we present and demo the helmet in real time to those journalists.
Okay, another question. While the display brightness will the display brightness be adjusted? Does it have manual automatic adjustment for brightness?
Yeah. It has a light sensor inside, so you actually will detect the light inside the helmet, so you will adjust the brightness itself.
But do we have any voice commands to adjust the brightness?
We can do that,
but we haven't done that yet.
We will have that.
Okay, we will have that. Okay,
yeah.
There you go. That's
manually or automatic.
Yeah, you can make it brighter, you can make it dimmer, but you prefer it automatic.
Okay,
yeah.
Guys, we got about another 5 to 7 minutes. I think we've hit up all the questions that people have asked. Feel free to add a couple more if you want. I hope we're answering all your questions. Is there an email that they can send to you guys if they have further questions?
Absolutely. So we have our service email address,
which is
a Kickstarter, and that's service@jarvish.com.
Okay.
And also you can send to me, jeremy@jarvish.com.
Okay, now that's the CEO giving you his personal email address.
Oh yes.
So good luck with that.
Can I disclose yours? Oh, no.
No, you don't pay me enough. Stephen asked a question. The weight spec lists the AR helmet at 1,700 grams plus 250 grams. What are the two weights for?
Because of different size. We have in average 1,700 grams.
Right.
Because of triple L size, of course, because the shell is bigger, it will increase the weight a little bit.
So it's really 1,700 plus or minus 250 grams.
Exactly, because the electronics the weight all the same, but depending on the size of the helmet, it would different.
Okay. Christopher asked a question. Charging while riding will not maintain a full charge. Charging while riding will not maintain a full charge. Some of my rides are 12 hours one direction. Yeah, Christopher, we're not quite up to 12 hours yet. We think we can get you to about 8 right now, but we're working on that technology.
Yeah.
So there's
a trade-off. If you increase the battery, increase the weight, and you don't want the weight to be, too much on your helmet. All right. So there's a trade-off.
But there is a good question, which was, we're going to have this smart backpack. Tell me about the smart backpack. That's something I know that you're thinking about doing for Christmas.
Yeah,
Merry
we're going to announce the smart backpack during the Christmas holiday season. In this campaign, it's like it's a backpack for you to hold the battery and the power bank, and we have a special design for you to have the extension of the wireless charging cable with magnets to stick on the helmet when you ride.
So a magnetic stick to the helmet.
Yes, exactly.
And that you think will increase 2 hours or more?
Yeah, that will increase 2 hours in average. But again, that depends on now the power bank has a fast charging system. Depending on what kind of power bank that you use.
So I guess, Christopher, one of the possibilities is, aside from that, maybe there are other charging banks that you can play around with that might work longer.
Yes.
You just have to put it someplace. Doug asked a question: what type of speakers are within the helmet?
It's I would say high quality, because we really make use of the space within inside the helmets. It's like you are having a mini surrounding sound theater when you wear the helmet because of the space. There's a lot of things we can do on the echo. So we create a mini surrounding sound system for the speakers.
Okay.
The sound quality is awesome. Believe me.
So let me just understand so you've already sold of the higher level one, right?
Yeah.
You've already sold how many on Kickstarter?
When we did the first local crowdfunding.
No, I meant on this Kickstarter campaign. You started with a goal of selling. You had about 250 in stock, right? That you agreed to sell.
Yes. Of
the high end one. You've now sold how many of them?
Because the number keep changing. Overall, we have got more than 400 of bakers right now.
Right.
And 2/3 of them are all go for the AR model.
Right.
Right. So we have
over 250.
Yes.
Okay.
On the XAR.
Now, I think a fair question to ask is, now you've come up, now you're doing kind of the second run, but you've increased the price a little bit. Why?
Because we actually start a campaign. We promote the helmet. We set it based on the cost, right? But we actually need the margin in order to really make all additional features for our bakers, for our customers. But we promise you that the discount is like more than 35% for what we're going to sell in Amazon, which is like 1.5 months away when we ship the product to you. So this product will go to Amazon with like 35%, at least 35% cost out in Amazon with the same kind of product.
Right. Steven asked a question: will the helmet have a neck curtain?
Neck curtain.
No.
No.
The answer is no.
No.
No. Not.
Can we look into that? We'll try, but the current answer is no. Sorry.
Yeah. Chin curtain, maybe.
Chin curtain. Chin curtain.
Yes.
Yes, chin curtain. Yes.
Okay. So I think that's maybe something that we need to look into as other possible features. Listen, in particular on the neck curtain, chin curtain, let me encourage you to send an email and give us some examples so we can think about this. Additionally, we're looking at increasing some of our offerings on Kickstarter, including things like T-shirts, as well as some other paraphernalia. If there's anything that you guys particularly want, like the name of getting a customized logo, I thought was a great one. Let us know. By the way, Stephen points out that curtains are used for cold weather riding. Hence, not surprising, a bunch of people who live, in a tropical environment know what a chin and a neck curtain is. So anyway, here's another question. Can you use Hey Siri on iPhone? Will allow me to control home kit devices such as garage door openers when arriving at home. Well, you can use Siri, right?
We can use Siri. You can activate Siri by saying hi Jarvis or hi Siri, and whatever that Siri support, this helmet will actually the phone is actually execute the command for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about our time. We've gone about an hour. We'd really like to thank all of our viewers. Please support us on Kickstarter. Look, we are a small Taiwanese company. One of the things we'll do later on and post up on either Kickstarter or on the website is a little bit of walkthroughs of our office and our little factory in Hsinchu. So you can see that we're actually for real. We can show you all the inventory of helmets. By the way, in this little room that I'm in, there's probably 27 helmets around us. It's a little bit like cut off heads. It can get a little spooky at times. And I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching us. So thank you very much. Please support us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry